Let us start our presentation. Our presentation topic is about discipline, and the title is Discipline in Children. According to the textbook of page 195, in the United States, more than half of adults think it good to spank their children when they think it's necessary. Also in Japan, many violent cases has been occurred. For example, children abused or killed, or children killed their parents. So how is the situation of discipline like in Japan? To make it clear, we made questionnaires, and we asked 32 Japanese students. Out of them, 16 people are male people. Another 16 people are female students. Apt quiz. Okay, and we asked 3 questions to them. One is how did your parents discipline you? And second is who disciplined you? And the last one is how will you discipline your future children? First of all, we would like to introduce the definition of the choices of questionnaires. First is reasoning. Reasoning is talking it over or explaining the reason why something is not good. So let us demonstrate the situation.
So we are 3 family, and first kid is lazy bad boy, and mine is his father, and I am his father. Hey kid, did you finish your homework?
What?
Are you listening to me?
No?
Get your homework done soon.
Later.
No, right now.
I hate studying.
Listen kid, if you want to be this person, you have to study harder.
Okay, Mom. And second is taking away privileges. It means punishment. Taking away privileges is a form of punishment. A privilege is something special that a child does like watching television or playing video games.
Okay, scared. You're still reading the comic? Your have to study and finish your homework.
Here is the best thing.
No,
So you know what?
you can read after finish your homework. Okay, Keisuke?
No.
No. You must not
No.
finish your homework right now.
Okay. And the last one is spanking. Spanking is a series of hits on the bottom given to somebody, and especially a child, as a punishment.
Okay, Keisuke, what are you doing?
And playing TV games.
Oh, okay, so you have finished your homework. How about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you finished? Okay, so show me your homework.
No?
Why not? Yeah, show me.
I finished.
Okay, show me.
No.
Oh, you haven't finished your homework yet?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hey, Mom. Okay?
Oh! These are the next. We would like to explain the how were you disciplined by your parents. This was the first question of questionnaires, and about half of people was imposed punishment. Punishment means taking privileges, which I've ever explained, and 36% of them was spanked, and others they were received reasoning without violence. Otherwise, in the U.S., the survey by a working magazine shows that 42% of the adults think it effective to taking privileges away, and other 13% of them think that spanking is okay.
The second question is this: who disciplines you mostly? The result was, as this chart shows, 60% people, Japanese people, were disciplined by mother, and 34% were by father. So I can say most of us were disciplined more by mother than by father. Without regard to our own sex. Next, third question was this: how do you want to discipline your child in the future? What will you do when your child does wrong things? The answers were really full of variety, according to their respective sorts of discipline. So I picked up some answers as examples. One answer said, I would make my child think why was the child did this wrong, and also I would help them think. Another said, I would put in good words for my children as many times as possible because I want to bring them up freely. And another said, I would spank or impose penalty on if my child doesn't listen to me. Like this, there are various opinions, and we realize people have different opinions, especially about spanking.
So we divided their opinion into two sides. One side is the question is spanking is okay or not okay. And if you look at this chart, around 40% of Japanese students think that spanking is okay. But on the other hand, around 60% of Japanese students think that spanking is not okay, and they will not use spanking to discipline their children.
One Japanese who thinks spanking is okay said, I don't want to spank, but I may do if my child does serious mistake. And it's true, when you want to teach your child what is wrong or what is dangerous acts, spanking is easy way to make very young children understand. On the other hand, negative side said, who said spanking is not okay said, reasoning or giving penalty is enough for children to understand what is wrong, and spanking is inappropriate way for discipline.
On the other hand, more than half of American adults believe that spanking is okay, and they would spank if they think it's necessary. And from this chart, we found that most people who think spanking is okay were disciplined by mostly spanking. So they take spanking as a really natural way of disciplining to their children. However, most people who think spanking is not okay were disciplined by not spanking, which means they were disciplined by reasoning or scolding or taking away privileges. And in conclusion, we found a really interesting result from this survey, and we can say that disciplined children is like a circulation, because the way of disciplined children affect children, and when the children grew up, they would discipline in the same way as their parents did to their children. So it's like a circulation. So therefore, parents have to be careful what they are saying and what they are doing to their children. Otherwise, their children will do the same thing, or sometimes bad thing like abusing to their children in the future. Thank you for it.